Hey guys, it's Simply Julia Lauren. Oh, don't eat that. Do you guys want to see my new tripod?
Say hi to everybody with your 3 little legs.
Purring a lot. Can you hear her? I need you to not chew on my things. Thanks. Sorry, I'm back. So, as you may have already come to find out, probably from a previous video, or maybe you're gonna find out in this video, back in 2019, I got super inspired by indigenous strands and decided to make an entire hair length challenge for an entire year to see how long I can grow my hair out. I was actually very surprised, thinking that I couldn't wait to reach waist length hair and instead reached tailbone length hair in literally just a year. So I'm going to be doing that challenge again, but instead of just doing the twist and then a bun, I'm also going to be using a lot more scarves. It's just honestly a lot easier to style. It makes everything just look like fuller and more put together. And I don't know, I like them. The real OGs will know exactly what it was that I did in 2019. Honestly, the real OGs will know that I was actually never supposed to be a hair channel. Regardless, the main thing about this hair journey is that it doesn't need to be expensive and it doesn't need to be hard. I am seeing tons and tons of different scarves on the market that are so outrageously expensive. Don't get me wrong, I'm all for also supporting a small business. Heck, I actually own a small business. But there were some scarves in particular that I was seeing that I thought were really cute, but they were just way out of my price range. So obviously, as somebody who could not afford exactly what I wanted at that time, I'm like, how can I afford what I do want at this time? So I'm gonna show you a tiny bit of my scarf collection and exactly how I'm saving money and doing my natural hair. So obviously the first scarf is the one that I have on. This is probably my thickest fabric and it looks really nice. I always get compliments anytime I tie it and people always ask me,
Hey, is that one of those pre-tied scarves?
No, I have never purchased a pre-tied scarf in my life. It was actually a piece of scrap fabric. I, as well as a couple of my friends, sew in our spare time. And one of my friends gave me like this huge box of scrap fabric. And this just happened to be super thick and a really cute pattern, so I decided to test it out. If you want to be able to choose the exact type of fabric that you want and the exact color and pattern and so on and so forth, the best place to go is Joann's. I would say to go to Joann's and you can either look in their clearance section or they actually have a scrap fabric section. This is like I think it's called like the remnants section. It's literally remnants from other past customers who have cut off yards of fabric that they needed and there was just too little to put back. Looking in the remnant section, you actually get these on clearance. Just be careful and make sure that you get what you actually want because you can't return those. It's actually also where I got this piece of fabric. I use this for photo shoots for my business, but I also use it underneath my white scarf because my white scarf is this is honestly my favorite scarf. It's just so elegant looking, but unfortunately it's also extraordinarily thin. So whenever I put this scarf on, you can see just black shining through. You can see my hair. So I put this scarf underneath this scarf. The next 2 places I like to go for scarves are Goodwill and Charming Charlie. The main thing about your scarf is that you want the scarf to be long enough. So if you actually get a scarf, then you're not really gonna have a problem with tying it, will you? This scarf was actually a gift back when I was, this was a Christmas gift from when I was 18 years old and I was in college. I was always wearing black at the time and a friend picked up on it and so she gave me a black scarf because I didn't have a scarf and so she gave me a black one. This one I actually did find at Goodwill and like I said, it's my absolute favorite scarf. Like I wear this scarf probably the most. I've had a couple of scarves that I got from Charming Charlie. Unfortunately, they just got really stained and so I ended up having to throw them out because it looks gross. But they had a variety of colors. Natural hair doesn't have to be hard and it doesn't need to be expensive. Will say this, one of the biggest cons about having these kinds of scarves is having to learn how to tie them. If you want to see how I tie mine, I have a video right here that shows you how I tie my scarves maybe like 90% of the time. And with that, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.